Hello. Oh my god. Stream time. I need to sleep better. Uh, Hi. Right. We're playing Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, and I bought this like a couple weeks ago because it was on sale. Or I don't remember when. It was like a few weeks ago because there was a sale. However, I'm now playing it. Um, where is my mouth at? What? Hello? Oh. So, um, I have seen some of it because I watched Jacksepticeye play it. However, that was a while. That was like, I don't know, a few months ago by now, like 2 months. I don't fuck. Time is a blur. I swear to God. But yeah, and also, but to be fair, this game has like a bunch of endings, and I didn't see all of the endings, so um, yeah, it's still interesting enough. Plays it as the slider and the computer is that's good enough. Please enter the current time. What is the current time? Okay, that's 6, 22, yep, PM. Yep. Yippee! Okay, let me see what. Okay. The end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I fucking love the narrator.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I can move now. Okay. Alright. Can I open doors?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did
No
I do
matter how
something?
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like not listening, the idea of not listening to the narrator because it sounds fun. Well, I might just listen to him first, do that first. I don't actually remember that much about this game. Because again, that was okay. Wait, it's a picture of a leaf and an I Hate Mondays mug. Real and valid.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's this way, okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out past things, but oh no, I want to read it. Using slides to ensure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header, and throw some. I want to read. I want to read. Everyone is unique. Everyone is. They don't look that unique. They just look like colored numbers, charts and slides, number of slides on the slide. They didn't rate at which. Oh my god. Never mind. I'm done with that. That was fun for a minute. Okay, I'm not reading all this shit. Never mind. Moving on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Red. Oh. Opening doors in my face. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money. Okay. Extreme bathrooms, right.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Of course not.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yay! I'm so cool. I got that all by myself. There is no voice telling me what to do. Oh god, darkness. Ominous elevator. Not a fan of ominous elevators. I have a bit of elevator trauma
Descending
from
deeper
FNAF.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was
And
a stirring of
playtime.
emotion in his chest,
So like
as though he
others.
felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to him 100% first.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and
Where am I?
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where is my number? Fired. Fired. Wait, it's 4:27, so it's... Wait, was it 4:25? Wait. I think it's 4:27. That's that one, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. Alright, moving on.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
I
Had
don't
Stanley really
care.
been under someone's control all this
Eh,
time? Was this the only
where am
reason
I
he
even
was
going?
happy with his
Oh,
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I guess. Where am I? Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes. How? Do I click it in order? What is this? Also, I love how none of this explains where everyone went. Like, why is everyone just dead now? I don't know if... Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to just click the buttons in order? Or... Or just number 3? That's number 5. Wait. Oh. No, wait. Okay, 1, 2. So there was another... I feel like I'm tripping. Okay. Here? Oh, here it is. Okay, there we go. I don't feel like I'm doing this correctly. I cannot see anything. Where is the... Okay, hold on. It's like, oh, adjust the slider until you can barely see the computer. I can't see shit. Wait, how do I... It's video. Can I not raise the brightness back up? I don't actually know what... Whatever. Alright, how do I get up there? Bro, I can't see shit. The fuck? Wait, am I supposed to, like... Oh, wait, let me close my curtain. That's probably gonna help. That did not help that much. Alright. How the fuck do I get up there? Can nothing ever just work the way that I want it to? When I play these video games, why must I always be a fucking dumbass all the time? Am I supposed to open it? How do I open it? I truly cannot see what I am doing. Alright, where are we gonna go? Honestly, there might be something through this door that I was supposed to do, and I just straight up not doing it.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Was I not supposed to do anything? Okay, maybe I wasn't even supposed to do anything with those fucking buttons. Maybe. I mean, probably something. I can't see shit.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Is it? I can't see shit.
Yes! He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Yeah, where had they gone?
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Now go on vacation with your wife and kids. Do you have a wife?
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What's so pretty? Pretty. I stepped through the open door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay, good for you, Stanley. Moving on, let's, I don't know. Now we're gonna not listen to the narrator. I got an achievement for getting an achievement? Holy shit. It was something, and then I forgot what the first achievement was, and then I got an achievement that said, get your first achievement. Also, I realized that my PNG tuber's always, like, blocking the achievements. I wonder if there's a way to change, like, the side that the achievements show up on. Like,
all of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley decided to be a little bitch. Sorry.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want to drink this. Can I have a cold drink? No? Oh, so I thought I said I could jump. Can I not jump? Oh. I got an achievement for that.
Really, really worth it.
I kept trying to jump, and I got an achievement for it. It said, no, really, you can't jump. We disabled it. It said that I could in the settings, though. Am I tripping? Okay, so they're just lying to me, then.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah. I wonder how many achievements this game has. I didn't check. What if I keep trying to jump?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Okay,
it's possible that this is why everyone left.
What the fuck? Hello? Fuck you. Alright.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. $1,000 penalty for jumping off cargo. Well, I know what we're gonna do today.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Have we?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I gotta make sure I do
all
it.
This time.
I gotta land on that.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
No bucket.
Give me a chance.
No thanks. I'm good. I
don't
know
now
I keep trying to open
this
doors.
is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What is... Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end,
Okay.
It was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. I don't give a fuck. Oh, this is still here. Ceiling light? Why is this row fucked? And why are there, like, ceiling lights missing from some of the slots? Or are they just off? Wait.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'm gonna just give a 2 this time.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on. And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Sure.
Let me boot it up.
Okay. Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm not playing this shit. Fucking die.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the
Both?
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's
Goodbye.
over.
Oh,
Thank you for playing. Your input was
can you
extremely
turn the lights back
valuable.
on?
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Can you turn the
Let's
lights
see.
back on?
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Could you turn the light? Oh, okay. Where the
Aha!
fuck?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower,
Is
perhaps for
this
some sort of
beatable? I
twisted
can't really.
erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
Really?
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay. Lamb over here.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay,
Quite literally.
I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay. Boring.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
What am I supposed to do?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Yeah, I just said that.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh. Yippee! That's fun. Kind of not that fun at the same time. It's
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
I love balls.
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
I don't think that's a bit too many balls now. Alright. Yeah, so much fun.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is
Not
this
really.
a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right.
Fuck
Your
you.
little fun comes to an end.
Fuck
this is
you.
my game, and what I say goes.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
I mean, I was probably gonna jump down there anyways, but I didn't
Stanley,
mean to
don't
fall
do that.
immediately.
I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Okay, I didn't fucking need to do that. It's dark in here. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that either. Where? Oh my god. Oh, I'm in the back rooms. I'm in the back rooms now. I don't want to be here. I don't like it. Narrator, I'm sorry. Can I get some help? Oh, look, it's my office, I think. Okay. Can't do anything with that, really. It's kind of scary in here. And I can use some help getting out of here. Oh! Okay.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll
Okay.
understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Um. Yay!
All of his
Back to the
co-workers were
light.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so this time I'm gonna, like, not go to the right. I mean, go to this
When
door, but
Stanley
then.
came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Okay, so we're going here again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
Will I
gotten off
just
on the
die if
wrong
I
foot
just.
here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, well, that was for science. I would
All of
not
his
be.
co-workers were
I
gone. What could
was
it mean?
warned that I would
Stanley
die.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. And we're going here again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
No, we're
not your
good.
enemy, really, I'm not. I
Okay.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Uh-huh.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? My wife?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her? My
She's
wife?
been waiting.
My wife? Is it my wife? Do I have a wife? Oh,
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to
I don't think
reach
I've
out
seen
to
this.
her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
My wife? Wife? Whoa.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Almost
Wife!
right. Okay, there we go. All right,
I
now,
can't
I
walk.
want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh,
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their
okay.
life to you? I'm trying to make a
Wow.
point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Can I kill this guy? Who the you fuck?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm sorry? Good morning, employee. Press V on your... What if I don't do that? My wife. My mannequin wife. I'm gonna miss her.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
M.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I press a different button? Okay, it does not
But in
work.
his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press I to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
What the fuck? To spend time with the
So
boys?
he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
So, what kids?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Wife.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How
Oh,
could
my
there
wife.
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is
My
pushing the
wife.
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
Give me my wife
Here,
back.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Oh, what happened? Oh, God. What happens if I don't do it? Please. Please. Please can something happen faster, because every second that something doesn't happen, the more tempted I am to click it. Narrator, please. Please. Dude. 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 Entertain myself. I hate Mondays. 427. Sharpen the pencils. Can I read these papers? I don't know if they have words on it that's readable. It's like, I can't see. How? Do I have to click the button? I think I might have to click it. Maybe. Let me wait a little bit longer, just in case. I don't know. Okay, okay, I'm gonna click it, I guess. Maybe.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I
How can I tell him in a
tried!
way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die!
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Did I die? Is it over? The end of my life?
A soft wind blew outside
What?
and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Yeah, that's a new set of dialogue. What does this mug say? I just work... What? Oh. Why did I... Oh, I like work, I just hate my boss. Bro, imagine having that in the workplace. Like, bro, bold. Bold moves. What does this say? Smile? Is it smile, I think? Maybe? Number one dad. Mr. Narrator?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'm gonna go this way again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Tips for not
decided to
getting
go up
fired.
to his
Top
boss's
list.
office,
Do
hoping he
unbelieve-
might find an answer there.
Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. That's what I didn't get to read last time. I'm gonna go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Can I not pick up the broom?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No
Okay.
reason to still be here.
I'm gonna stay here. It's nice
It was
in here.
baffling that Stanley
Smells
was
like
still
basement.
just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At
Smells
least if there
nice.
was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm gonna stay in here.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please
I
offer
don't
me
know.
some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because it smells nice and you're mean. You tricked me that I
You
had
do
a
realize there's no
wife.
choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I
What'd
never
you
would
put
have
it in
thought
here
to
then?
mention it.
Put it in the game. What? Would you put it? Oh my god! What'd you put it in the game then for?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Damn. Okay. My bad. The
Stanley
captions were
was
kind of
fat and
fun.
ugly and really, really stupid.
Whoa!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Well,
That or with drug
okay.
money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck? Okay, dude.
Well, I've
Alright.
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
I have
The
headphones
person at this
on.
computer is dead.
I have
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Does that imply that
Please
the
remove
narrator
their
is not
corpse from the
human?
area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the
If the
irony
species
and
of the
insightful
narrator,
commentary of this game is not
narrator,
lost on
this
them.
narrator is
All
species.
right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Is there any more dialogue? I'm just gonna stay a few more minutes just to double check there's no more dialogue. Alright, are we good? I guess there's no more.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee. Coming to a staircase,
Oh,
Stanley
I don't know
walked
what that
upstairs
dialogue
to
was
his
gonna be.
boss's office.
Why the demonic down? What is that thing?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
Perhaps.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
If you say so.
what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then
Oh,
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
stars.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
My brain.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Apparently you don't have a wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Or do you have... Maybe the mannequin's just his wife, I guess.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh,
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Oh, God.
And everything went black.
Oh. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Girl.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
I don't care.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. That's great.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is there anything else to do this way? I don't...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What happens if I, like, purposely get the code wrong or something? I don't know.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk,
No, I
pulling books
wasn't.
off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless.
Okay, hold on. I will be back. Hello, I've returned. Alright,
since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I'm just gonna keep doing the wrong thing.
2845.
Clicking buttons. I'm so good at clicking buttons.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
That doesn't seem like a very good security measure. I'm gonna leave. No? Okay. That's not good for security.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm gonna just turn on the mind control thing this time or something.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh my...
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Yay!
Good job, you did it. Good job.
Yo, is this Lemon Demon? No, I'm kidding.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom.
Sounds like a fucking Lemon Demon song.
Facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you, I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything.
Okay, I'm bored. Let me out.
Good job, you did it.
Okay.
Good job, you did it. 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 Good
Still
job,
going.
you did it.
Okay, you're done. Is the song over? Let me out. Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, whatever.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps he was simply little bitch baby.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
I don't want to hear about its tingle.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What else can I do over here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Yeah, my wife, whatever.
Really?
My wife that
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Man! Oh, it opens the other way.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Help!
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
I'm going in circles.
I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
What are you talking about?
I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Me. That is ominous void. Oh God. Oh shit.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh no.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because I hate you, probably. I mean, I love you, but... Love you as a character, you know? Not like...
Stanley,
there's no connection.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
What happens if I do? I mean, I do kind of want to kill myself, but what happens if I actually just... go back? My legs are broken now.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
My legs are broken now.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Oh, I wanted to try to jump off the edge. Does anything else have... Why is it red? What is the red? Is there anything else interesting or over here, or do I just kill myself? I'm gonna go kill myself. If my legs are broken, I don't want to live like this.
No, perhaps not.
I'm walking very slowly.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No,
Am I reading the situation correctly?
I'm sorry. I feel bad, but you know... Why am I still not
Maybe
dead?
You're just getting a kick out of it.
Bro.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
I'm so sorry.
It looks
Oh no.
like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well,
So
this
sorry.
one is yours.
I'm so sorry. But I don't really want to stay in the colors room. There's not much happening in there, except for colors.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. Alright. I've moved on already.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yep.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
420.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The door.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
It means new content. Yippee!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yay!
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Fun!
So far, it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is the elevator gonna move?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay.
It just started,
Let's see the
dude.
content. Give me the content,
Oh,
Stanley.
I was looking at the wrong side of the wall. Oops. The jump circle!
All right, let's see. It's... the jump circle?
I don't want to use all the jumps just because I feel like... because of stuff that I remember from the Jacksepticeye, I think. It's taking everything
Is that it?
in me to not
Surely
continue
that's
jumping.
not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Shut up, bro.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh, I keep facing the wrong looking direction.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault,
No, you
Stanley.
can't
I
say
built
that.
up
It's
too much
X now.
anticipation around the new
Not
content, I'm
Twitter anymore.
afraid.
No,
It could never have
not
lived up to
calling it
such
fucking X.
expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Sure. Oh. I was actually just looking at the achievements. I kind of want to see what I can try to get. One of them just says click on door 435 times for some reason. I don't. Where the fuck? I'm sorry. What happened? Where are we?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
What happens if I don't go in the vent? Alright, okay, fine. I'll go in the vent. Wait.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Yeah, okay, dude. I don't. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. The clock says 2013. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. A random $1 bill, I guess. The Stanley Parable demonstration. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. That's an achievement? It is impossible to get this achievement. Oh, well, that sucks. Okay.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James
read any
Stephanie
reviews
Sterling
except
writes,
this
and
one.
I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
I think you're
It's just a husk now.
overreacting a little bit.
A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
You're overreacting just a bit, I think. Memory zone maintenance? Can I not go down there? There's a button! Can I click it? I can't fucking jump in this game. I'm gonna go to the elevator.
Here's another moving passage,
The
this time from
maintenance.
GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
The serious room? Can I not go through here? Why did the door open if I can't even go in? Okay. Oh yeah, I can go down here.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I wouldn't count on it. It's Steam.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I can't fucking read that. Can't read. Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
What about
While the idea of the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I have always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Dude, okay, shut the fuck up.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Can I get in the water? Oh.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description. Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
it's right at your fingertips to go. Will I be here for like 30 minutes if I don't skip?
I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
They probably
or at least
won't.
Change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain.
So do I have to skip? I think I might have to skip.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button.
Okay.
There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please,
I think more
I'll
damage
take
will
any
be
option at all.
done to my
I'm
body than the wall.
to work with me here. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
Yeah.
I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And
Why
I have
not?
to
You
believe,
fucking made the
I have
button.
to know
Why
that
can't you
sooner
just...
or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of the... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh, it's dark.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
How old are you?
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Oh, a week?
Or 2 weeks.
You started talking
I've
like
been
you were a
sitting
grandpa
here
or
all
something.
that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak
It is very dark.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a...
Yeah, I'm real sorry about that.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when the...
Narrator? Hello? Okay, is he dead? Okay. Fucking died. Ow! Oh my God! What the fuck is that? That is not a pleasant noise. Where is it coming from? I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, what's that?
But But they didn't understand the
Oh,
game
you're
was
alive.
never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are
Hi.
the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they
Hi.
gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't
Hi.
enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no...
Like, has anyone actually sit down and just listen to the entirety of him talking all of the dialogues, or... I need to look that up. Because I'm not fucking doing that. I don't have the patience.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh shit. I hear wind. Where? Let me out! Release me! Ooh, sunlight! Ow, my eyes. Release me! Is the narrator dead now? Oh shit. Oh! Ooh, pretty! I like that. It's pretty. Honestly, I would take a screenshot of that. That looks like a good wallpaper. I'm taking a screenshot. Nice. Oh. Oh, it's ugly again. Where did the sun go? What happened to the sun? Okay. I would like to be freed from this prison. Is that a fucking... What the fuck is that noise? Demons? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, are you able to click it again if it, like... Ah, okay. I just want to see. Nope, I don't think so. How long is it supposed to have been? There was water out here before. The water is gone. Release me! I would like to be released from this prison. It looks to me like there's something in that direction. Oh, well, doesn't matter, I guess. We're back. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
5 times.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such
That's what the achievement said!
A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Bro, it's the
Perhaps
door.
50
Just
clicks
give
will
me
do
the
it.
fucking...
Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking... Let me have the achievement. Let me have it. Give me the dopamine. I just want it.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I
Oh
want
my
this
god,
achievement to
dude.
have meant something. It has to be a
Dude.
true reward for valiant
Dude.
effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Where is that? Why are you mean to me? I just wanted the achievement. Why would you do this?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where is that? Is that back this way, or... Because... Wait. Wait. Oh, there.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay, well, deal with that later.
Now, back to door number 437.
Fucking die, dude. Alright, where was that again? That was...
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where? Oh, this.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Dude, just give me the achievement.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Climb? What do you mean climb? I can't...
Yes!
Okay.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Oh my god. Where is 416? This one? I can't do that. Is it this one? Narrator.
When Stanley came to
No,
the set of
no!
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You bitch! You fucking... Okay. I'm gonna have to do all that shit over again. My god.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
whatever.
Feeling a wave
Asshole.
of disbelief, Stanley
Ruined
decided to
everything.
go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You fucking bitch. What's the code again? Can I remember that? It's like 25...
The moment he entered his manager's
remember.
office,
28.
Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
That's not what I'm gonna click.
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He felt Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yep.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
I don't
So he
care!
relaxed for a few moments with
No!
some calming New Age music.
Oh my god. I don't care. I don't care. Let me in.
Feeling soothed and
I wanted the
rejuvenated,
achievement.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I just wanted the achievement, but door 16 was like open for like the new content shit. I think it was. I think that's the door. Fucking bitch. Okay? You fucking bitch. I love getting achievements,
Stanley
though.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Satisfying.
The lights rose on an enormous room
I
packed
need you
with
to talk
television
faster, dude.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. Yep. Let me
Now
in.
the monitors
Hurry
jumped
it
to
up.
life,
I don't
their
care.
true nature revealed. Each
Maybe I
bore
should
the
just,
number
should I
of an
just jump down
employee in the
again?
building,
No.
Stanley's
Where did I even
co-workers,
jump down from?
the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
Cigarettes.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yay!
No, he
Let me
refused to believe
out.
it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Oh
Had
my
he
eyes.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I'm gonna be blinded by this light.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, I don't.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen,
Okay.
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door.
What big red button?
Everything, anything, something
What?
here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video
Maybe
game can be
backup
beaten?
power.
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
Please shut up.
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a
That's
spoiler
it.
for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
What is your problem,
You wanted
dude?
to control this world.
I
that's
was
fine.
just
But
trying
I'm
to get
going
an
destroy it
achievement and
first,
oh,
so
shit.
you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds
No,
you
thanks.
have left to struggle.
Okay.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Okay.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh, okay. Well, I exploded. Okay, now can you let me get the achievement? Phone is ringing. Whose phone is ringing? Isn't that? This?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What did that shit mean? Okay. Okay, is the new content door open? Because if it's open, that fucks up. Okay, I gotta do this before I do the achievement, I think.
You notice my sign. Yes,
Oh!
I have something very exciting
Oh, it was
to
right
show you.
here! You kidding me? New content! Let's go!
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Yippee! Oh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yay, fun.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
bus! Oh, don't get on the bus. Yay!
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. Can I have a shirt? Can I not have a shirt? Where's my shirt? Okay. Where should I go? What's over here? This button said that the name of the place. What? The button that's. Oh. Okay. The baby is all grown up. That. What? Still a baby on a man's body.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
What?
Jim.
That's
Sorry,
not my name.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
What the fuck?
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I don't know
If
if I want to
so,
be
then
Jim.
please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Oh, okay. I want to be Jim. Can I click this? No. You took the Jim button. Why is this so bright?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, that's
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Where's the jump circle? The jump circle was somewhere down there. I want the jump circle. Free achievement. Give me my dopamine. Pull lever, receive new achievement, no more steps.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
I hate
I'm not
you.
a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I hate you, dude. Alright,
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I want to do the jump circle!
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
My jumps are gone. Okay. Collectibles.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Fun. Stanley! Alright. Let me out of here.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Not what I would describe as the worst. I'd appreciate that, actually. Should I do the infinite hole or the bucket next? I'm gonna do the bucket. Buckets are great. I love buckets.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Give me the bucket.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Gimme! Hey. That was an aggressive
Can you
laugh.
feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, infinite hole.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
It should, you're so right. No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Who's fucking step? Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Yeah, you're an asshole. Whose fucking step-niece is it? Is it my step-niece? Do I even have family in this world?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games is you see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No thanks.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I'm good.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for this. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
That's what she said.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Where there's a hole, there's a goal, and the goal is annoying the narrator.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled.
Bye!
I really, gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become
I'm back
a
in
thing,
the hole. I'd rather be in your hole, Daddy. No, I'm sorry.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh, what the fuck?
Shame of my... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Help.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Apparently not.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Come back.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
Come back.
Take care, Stanley.
Come
I hope
back.
you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
No. Just the one of me. I can't make it. Save me. Come back. Silence. Hello, darkness, my friend. Oh, we're going down. Listen, I talk to you. Visions while I'm sleeping. Forgot the way that the song goes. It's just you and me, Bucket. It's just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Oh, Stanley, your face looks fucked. Why are your nostrils so large? No, I'm so sorry. Just the two of us. You know, that was mean. You look like a completely average individual, which is probably the purpose of your... I don't know. Oh. Nice. Left's nice. It's kind of creepy. Ugh, so why did you put down the bucket? Pick the bucket back up. Oh, that's scary. Why did it stop moving? Oh. Okay. I hate this music. I hate that. What the fuck are these songs? Robot Stanley. That does not look like Stanley anymore. What the fuck? Stanley? You're upside down! Oh my god. Bro. Wait, what is the... Oh my god.
Stanley? Stanley! Stanley!
Oh.
Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You
Please
don't want
relieve
to miss
me.
a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
I know.
From the
just
looks
want
of
to be
things,
released.
you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
I don't
and I'm
want
looking
to be
forward
here.
to all of them.
No!
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Let me out! Let me out! I don't want to be here anymore. Release me. Oh. Have I been freed? Am I free? Oh, I'm back here.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
How do I leave? I don't want to be in this area anymore. Get me out. I just wanted the fucking door achievement, and he was a little bitch about it. Oh, exit? Exit. How do I get... How do I get to the exit? Wait, can I go through this? Oh, no, that's... Okay. Exit. Release me.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
I want more jumps.
Hold on.
Give me my
Let
jumps.
me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
It looks the same. Oh,
Who am
never
I
mind.
kidding,
It looks
Stanley?
significantly worse.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Yay. Dramatic.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is this the same dialogue? Can I do it?
Stanley worked for a company in a big
Okay,
building
I'm skipping.
where he was
Wait, what did it say to skip? Oh. Can I click the fucking button?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
Give me the fucking achievement. I just want the achievement, dude. I just need the dopamine.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, whatever. It's the bucket! I'm gonna leave you there for now. What is this? Oh, it's just a balloon sitting on the chair.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him.
No, I didn't.
Begging him to pick it up.
I didn't feel that at
all. Why was he not doing it? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Just give me the achievement.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
I got this. I'm going to get this fucking achievement that
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Woo!
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Yeah, let's go.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Dude, you're crazy. Oh, that's not the right direction. Where's the copy machine? It was this way.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
Yay!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now.
I
Were you
believe the
thinking?
achievement was worth what the achievement said that I would have to do. You know, it said click on the door 5 times. That's all it said to do. You made me do more than I bargained for.
Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the direct way to the meeting room.
The bucket door.
But Stanley had felt the
door
bucket calling
you're not
to
allowed
him,
to have
telling
bucket.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
said the bucket.
Oh,
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Well, I wanted to go
it
to
should
the
have
bucket
alarmed
door.
him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
Okay,
he was firmly convinced that the bucket had
I
spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I'm gonna go there after. Let's go, bucket.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Dark room.
Now pick up the phone.
Said
Is it my wife?
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay, bucket. The bucket's my wife now.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Bucket. Hello, Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Press X to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Whee!
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
No food.
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Cheap.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen
to me.
I'm
just with
it's
my bucket
just
wife.
a bucket. It can't think.
Bucket wife.
It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
What kind of liquid?
It doesn't do anything else.
Sorry. Any liquid? Like...
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the
bucket.
You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Look at the bucket on the wall. C to ignore. Okay. Okay, bucket.
It's sad.
Okay, bucket wife.
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
My bucket. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Yeah. Yeah, I love you, bucket.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
It's my bucket. Where's
sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Oh.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Stop trying to take my wife.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
Well, too bad, because I'm fucking the bucket tonight.
What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to
girl.
say.
Hey, baby
Do
girl.
anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I
so
had
sorry.
the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
No, with my
Stanley,
bucket.
give me the bucket. Give
No.
it to me. Give
No.
me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
Go back to work, Stanley. Oh, bucket. Bucket wife. Okay, so there's another achievement to speed run. So I'm gonna try to do the... Oh, why is there so much paper?
All of his co-workers were gone.
I don't know
What
why
could
there's so
it
much
mean?
paper, but we're gonna
Stanley
try to
decided
do
to go to the meeting room.
an
Perhaps he
ending
had
really
simply
fast.
missed a memo.
Why is there so much paper? What did they say?
When Stanley came
I'm
to
trying
a
to do
set of
speed
2
run.
open doors, he entered the door on his
Speed run.
left.
Speed run. Speed run. Speed run. I got this. No stopping to look at anything.
Yet there
Run.
was not a single
Run.
person here either.
Run.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I got this.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey,
Oh.
look, it's a new passageway. Kill
Well, that was
surprise.
helpful. Thank you for helping me on my speed run. Let's go!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This would be faster to do it. I still haven't gone the escape direction yet.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
I don't
revealed.
care.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley,
Okay.
one of them,
I don't care about any of
eternally
them. What is
monitored in
this
this
one?
place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
I still wanna
Had Stanley
figure
really
out if
been
there's a
under
way to
someone's
avoid getting
control all
blown
this
up in that
time?
other ending.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own
going on
life
on that
in
screen?
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that...
Yippee.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley
Did I get the
was
achievement?
happy.
Do I get the achievement? Did I do it? I don't really know. Achievement? I didn't? Okay, I don't think I did it right. Oh, so why is it different? Why is the bucket
Stanley
here?
lifted the bucket into his arms. In a wave of comfort, Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
What
to
the
his
fuck?
chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You
We
can
can't
feel
have the
that, can't
bucket.
you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Well,
I
that's
can really feel
unfortunate.
it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I
My
know how
bucket.
hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I
Your
never
voice
liked
cracked
this
a bit
broom
there.
closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your
How
relationship is purely
dare.
superficial and convenient? That your
This
life
bucket's
is
my
so
wife.
banal and meaningless that
I
you'd
think.
feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really
How
tell the
dare you
broom closet off for its
disrespect my
demeaning
wife that
comments.
way?
Expand on the
How
wide
dare
variety of
you?
experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they
I
have
fucked
changed and
this bucket,
evolved over the
dude.
years. Let him have it.
I don't know what else is this. Yeah, okay. Fuck you,
Okay,
Dylan.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
What is the speedrun ending?
There.
I'm so
Now
confused.
it's
Oh!
settled. No more
Property of
debate, no more
Stanley!
discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things. All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see,
Bucket sticker
I
on the
feel that
bucket.
it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever
They're
unsure whether the
toilets.
thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker. You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment, and to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies, easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay, bye.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, we didn't. Collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
No, I'm sorry, you're talking just the right amount. Let's not have the skip button situation again.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Bucket.
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Bucket,
and that's
why?
when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh no!
Gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Bucket?
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Is it literally inside of me? The bucket's inside of me. I'm getting... Okay, sorry.
This is the story of a woman named
This is Mariella again. Does she have my bucket?
Woke up on a day like any other.
Mariella, did you take my bucket?
Got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security,
No!
and walked to her place of work.
No!
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
Give me the
stumbled
bucket!
through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad,
bucket.
Ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be.
It's a terribly sad day.
And she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes,
I hate Mariella.
My life kicks ass.
Shut the fuck up.
And she backflipped all the way to work.
and she backflipped all the... Why? Girl.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All
What
of
could
his
it mean?
co-workers were gone.
Stanley
What did it
decided to
mean?
go to
Blah,
the
blah.
meeting.
My bucket!
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Is there any more dialogue if I say in here? Any more dialogue?
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired. Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home, here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home. Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
I'm just gonna stay here. How much did I do all the dialogue? That might have been all. Alright.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
No, we're going
There's
that
something
way.
up there I need you to do.
How do I
Stanley
get
did
there?
not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
Well, not
asked.
really. I'm over here.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
It's dark. Is this a bucket?
Then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What the fuck?
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Bro.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Is this the actual bucket? Thank
Correct.
you.
This is a bucket.
My god. It's a bucket.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
It's a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Everything's a bucket if you want it to be. It's
Is
a bucket.
this a bucket?
It's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Okay. Are you gonna elaborate?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
It's a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What does that mean? Schrodinger's bucket?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
A bucket head?
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was
You wanted
all
to
I
click
ever
the
had to
button.
begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Don't erase my buckets.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the
Everything's a
game was a
bucket.
bucket? Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this
Can I
is
have my bucket
wonderful
back?
news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Yay!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Figure Finders Committee meeting today. Oh, shit.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
A large room locked the boxes. Some were both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Looks like 427. Gotta collect them all. 5 there be. Just take it from me. There must be a point to this. Is this some kind of game? Who the fuck are you? Warehouse access plan? We need more planks. Produce 1 plank to allow easy access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Is there a way to get on the warehouse floor? Because I wanted to look down there. Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. What we know. Small floating... Oh. Agenda. How can you tell you spot one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Figlies are hard to find. Follow clues provided by employee 416. Red luck. Ooh. Thank you. Good luck. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up! To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual or what? Up sounds unusual to our regular office or local studio sources. An array of cardi what? Something microphone, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analyze the recordings. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be reference off. What? Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? What the fuck? Source of levitation? Okay. I'm not reading all that. Do not leave the office before reporting back on finding. Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Hello.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes,
No, thank you.
I think I like that.
I don't
Another
like that.
Stanlerine under your belt.
No.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotion, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Probably.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Is there any other thing? Oh, yay.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Don't sit on my figures. Y'all, I'm not funny. The end is never the end is never the end is never.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Death. I crave death. Ooh, red and oh shit. Oh god, what the fuck? Release me.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure,
No,
it puts the
ignore
mind
him. I
and the
love you,
soul at
Bucket.
ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley,
Woman!
cried the narrator, as
Woman!
Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Woman!
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Who the fuck even are you? Oh, shit.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
It's my bucket. I'm not reading all that.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
This is way more than 25. That is a lot more than 25 buckets. Such a design has never been created in real life, having deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Damn. Rusty bucket. Never mind, it's not rusty, it's wood. I thought it was rust. I'm not reading all that. The stress bucket, an analogy. Cool. Cave drawing. Well, we know the blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. I'm too much reading.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Woman, that is my bucket.
It is man
That's my
who
bucket.
should kneel before the bucket.
Yeah, I mean, I can kneel before the bucket, but it's still my. Oh shit. Whee! No. Oh. What? Why am I flying? I wanted to. Oh. I wanted to fall in the hole.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket should take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
I don't know who the woman was, and I didn't really like her. She tried to take my bucket from me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Jump off
Stanley had
and
felt
die
the
with the
bucket
bucket
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have
Figular
none of them, and now we have them all.
Figurines?
You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
What the fuck is that name? I'm sorry. Bro. Am I able to get down there somehow? Where does this go? Oh! Oh? Okay. What?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Who are you?
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket,
the
less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
No.
Yes.
Why is it zooming in ominously?
The amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
It keeps zooming in, I'm scared. What? How? Demons? Demons? The fuck? Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
I'm not listening to you, dude. Is there anything else down here? Never mind, that was it, probably. I didn't need to be here again, did I? Oh, wait. Nope, yep, that's... There doesn't seem to be anything down... Oh, I should have come here without the bucket. That's the issue. I think if I came without the bucket, that would have been a different thing. Is there any way for me to leave without having to do that shit again? No, I'm not gonna do that. We're doing this again, I guess.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape
I have to
number.
listen to all this again, apparently. Well, I mean, I probably could have
don't
just
know.
reset the game, but
I've
whatever.
lost track.
We're listening to this again.
Nothing feels real anymore.
What if I just pause my recording so that it
bucket,
skips past it? Wait,
the
where's my
less
mouse at?
sense.
Okay, return from that. You know what I
All
also
of his
want to know?
co-workers were
If something
gone.
else happens
What
if
could
you
it
take the
mean?
bucket and, like,
Stanley
turn on the
decided to go
mind
to the
control
meeting room.
machine?
Where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Oh, why?
Stanley just
Shut up.
smiled.
Anywhere they went together would be perfect. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
I want to
No,
see
never
if
mind.
anything different
The
happens if
bucket
I
was
jump
wrong.
off and die.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Is there anywhere, like, nice that I could jump onto?
But Stanley feared that any
Nope,
path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Why the fuck are my headphones saying battery low? What the fuck do you mean? I really need new headphones. Oh, phone?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Wife? She's real? I have a real what? Wife. Where's the bucket? Oh, the bucket's in the other room.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
My headphones are on the brink of... I mean, they're... What the fuck was that noise? They're not really gonna die too soon yet, because 10% usually means they're just gonna be annoying and repeat battery low
Coming
for
to
a
a
while.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
But also I
upstairs
need
to
new
the boss's
headphones, because
office.
they have been dying a lot faster than usual lately. I mean, I have been streaming for 3 hours, but in general, also,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
because we have been streaming for like 3 hours,
This
they're
is
probably
certainly
gonna
the
end
most
stream
logical
soon anyways.
explanation.
I'm tired, anyway, so... Okay, Bucket, are you gonna help me not blow up and die?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Whee!
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
Pirate?
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His
Who's a
one
pirate?
friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
You're gonna be
But here
evil
was the
masterminds,
clue.
Bucket.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
The bucket
Stanley
did that?
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Silly bird? Silly birds.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Silly birds! Burb. Oh, no more silly burb. I should probably end stream now because I'm really tired and I was doing
all of his
this for a
co-workers
while.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, my headset just said battery low again because they're bitches. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end stream. Thank you for watching. Yeah, it was fun. I like this game. It's really cool and, interesting. And, yeah, I'm tired. Goodbye. Bye. End stream.